Gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. Tonight we have some things to talk about. Okay, so listen. Recently, I just put out a video talking about the different types of Black women, and the one thing I gotta say is, like I said in the video, I never really done a video like that that I could think of recently, and I thought it was important to put that video out because I was actually trying to test something out. Now I wish it had done better in views, but it's doing okay. Okay. It's got a few thousand views. Okay. It's got about 4,000 views. But the reason why I felt that video was important, first of all, I thought it was funny, right? I thought it was funny, that woman up on the blackboard discussing different types of Black women that are out, in the community, that Black women are not a monolith. Same thing with Black men. We are not a monolith either, right? We have different thoughts, feelings, how we go about things. Things could be different. But I will say that video I thought was important because I wanted to hear from the gents, because I know that there are a lot of men who might get in the comments and who might feel like that they might be disillusioned by the behaviors, the attitudes, and the mindsets of Black women, Black modern women, to be more specific. And that video to me was a way for me to see how the gents thought. And yes, there were some gents that were out there that were like, yo, I'm still not dealing with Black women. Some men were like, I'm not dealing with any women, period. I get it. Okay, I understand that some of you guys have been burned pretty bad. Some of you guys have been rejected a lot and very bad. And that's no diss on any man. I'm just trying to put out right now men's experiences, because I want any ladies listening to hear this. There were a lot of disillusioned men. But shockingly enough, there were also men that expressed their preferences. And part of that video was twofold. That's why I wrote the thumbnail the way I did. I wrote the thumbnail to basically ask Black women what type of Black woman would they categorize themselves as, or what types would they categorize themselves. I wanted to be able to hear from them. I wanted for them to be able to see their reflection in the Black women that I presented. The second part is, what's your type, was toward the men. Like, hey, a lot of you guys would like a good relationship, like with a woman who's going to be down for you, a woman who is going to respect you and see you as the man that you are, or for who you are. And so it was kind of a play on words to see exactly how Black men and Black women thought of each other. Now, I've gotten enough comments on this channel, all right, from particularly Black women talking about, and Black men too, actually, about, oh, you're just trying to put out negative content. And that's not my aim. My aim is to expose the behaviors, because, see, you got to understand, there are a lot of manipulative men and women out there. And predominantly, this channel has more men watching than women. So I want men to be able to understand these behaviors, because you even have women who will come in the guise of being a good woman and will manipulate a man that way. So I put it all out there so men see each and every behavior type. But I also wanted to reflect in that last video to be a reflection of the good women that are out there. So today, in keeping in line with that video, today, we're going to talk about the Black women who actually get it, who actually starting to see the light a little bit, who actually realize that we as men are people too, that we have feelings, desires, wants, goals, dreams, and it can't be just about what women want, right? Especially when women desire so much of us men today, all right? And there's another component to this that I'm going to talk about, but I'm not going to bring that up to the end, okay? There's another component to women getting it that I'm going to bring up, and I think it's very important, all right? Today's conversation, I don't have as many clips today, but my goal is to get through these clips expeditiously, talk to the gents and see how you all feel about it, and we get out of here. I have another video to work on, which I hope to put out by tomorrow. But if it ain't out tomorrow, I plan to have it out on by Friday. But I really want to get this video out by tomorrow, okay? I'm proud to say that my son is going to be coming here to visit me next week. And so I apologize in advance if I don't get the same amount of videos and or the same quality of videos out. But I do plan on putting some videos out next week, okay? So I'm not going to just not put videos out because my son is here. Your boy got to go to work, okay? We got to go to work. And I have more things to talk about. But I want to hear from you guys. Before we get started in tonight's first video and our topic of the evening, I want to give a shout out to the gents, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I do now. I wouldn't be able to make this content for you all, to be able to bear the weight of my experiences, to be able to lend a voice to these conversations, okay? And I think I'm more than qualified to do that, okay? All right, let's see who we got here. Shout out to Diesel. He said, what up, Sean and gents? Thank you for being here tonight, Diesel. Ron Cole, he said, what up, gents? Thank you for coming here, Ron. I appreciate you. Preston in the house, as always. Yo, Sean, CTSG, big bro, homie, and the Uncut City peeps. Thank you, Preston. Appreciate you being here. Michael is in the house. Thank you so much for being here again, Michael. Yep, we coming through raw and uncut tonight, and that's the way we're going to do it. Listen, I want to work on this video, so we got Night Train in the house, too. Shout out from Addis Ababa Gents. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming through tonight and lending your voice to this conversation, okay? Again, we are almost at 30,000. How'd that happen? Okay, I got some technical glitches going on. DG18, good to see you. He said, time to get it. That's right. That's right. Who else we got in the house? Heavy Hands, the Arch. He says, salute. Salute to you, brother. Thank you for being here, okay? All right. Listen. All right, we're looking good down there. All right, cool, cool, cool. Preston says, love the content. Always keep roasting the chicken heads traumas. Well, listen, man. I know I've had men in the comments tell me that it's a fruitless effort for me to continue to try to talk to women, but that would be silly not to. Obviously, I'm talking to you gents, and I'm trying to show you the things that I show you all, and for us to be able to have a place to discuss it, but we also have to let women know exactly what we're thinking and what we're feeling. And it's not for every woman to get, okay? If you are offended by anything I say, then, hey, a hit dog a holler. And I'm going to continue to spit it out, because that's what men used to do, okay? Men used to tell you about yourself, and if you didn't, you would listen. But women don't want to listen nowadays, and that's okay. This ain't for everybody. This is for the women that actually want to see some change. And on this channel, I'm going to tell you the way men think and the way men feel. And if you can get what I'm saying and adjust to it, then you're going to put yourself in a better position. That's what these ladies in tonight's video are going to show us. So I can't wait to show this, because to me, this is another video with a positive message. Okay? If you really listen, it's a positive message. But you got to take it that way, okay? Ross says, no beverage tonight, brother. Hey, that comment that I put up above where I said I need a few minutes and we're gonna get started soon. It was because while I typed that out, I just made 2 bagel, egg, and cheese sandwiches with roasted turkey on it, and I was really trying to wolf that down. So I took an extra little bit of time to make sure I got my teeth cleaned again, so I didn't have stuff. So no, I'm not going to drink after that. Tonight's beverage is flavored water, flavored Kool-Aid water. It ain't Kool-Aid, but y'all know what it is. Because I'll be sweating here drinking another beer tonight, bro. I can't even do it. But I appreciate you. Press says, if you're offended, stay off the channel. Hell yeah. But look, let's get into this, man. People are waiting to see this. We're already 10 minutes in. All right. So again, tonight I'm going to show you I keep going to this camera, but got a special surprise for you guys tonight. All right. All right. So tonight we're going to talk about black men respect black women like this. And I'm going to show you that. But y'all know me. Y'all have gotten to know me. I'm going to start off a clip to show you how some women are feeling out there. And ladies, when you hear this next clip, what I want you to get from it is some of you all feel like this woman. All right. So I want you guys to really hone in and pay attention to that because this is important. All right. Let's hear what this lady got to say. Now, unfortunately, because of the two cameras, y'all won't see me up on screen no more. Right. But we'll get there. Right. Put a 1 in the chat. When I start playing this, put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear this. Okay.
I have reached my breaking point of having to do this life thing alone. I just want to be held, nurtured, loved, cared for, physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, in all aspects. I want my heart and soul to be seen and held. I just can't do it alone anymore, and I'm at my breaking point. I can do it physically alone. I've been doing it, but I don't want to. I don't deserve to because I am worthy of companionship, of community, of love, of affection, of support, of someone lifting me up, motivating me, encouraging me. I am worthy of that. So I deserve to receive that. I don't want to do it alone anymore. And I've been crying all day because of it.
All right. Listen. Okay. That works. All right. Y'all heard it. Okay. In and of itself, I don't have a problem with what this woman is saying. In and of itself. Okay. Understand that she is not wrong to want to have someone. See, as much as I support everyone's decision, whether they want to go on their own, they want to go MGTOW, right? Like they don't want to deal with women anymore. Women don't want to deal with men anymore. She is definitely beautiful. That's right, Diesel. She is beautiful. I can say that I respect people's ability to want those things, but we were not meant to have this existence alone. We were not meant to share in this existence alone. Now, do we find ourselves having to do that? Absolutely. Every great man at some point is going to find himself alone. I would even say women too now, the way y'all working. But when you decide to achieve that higher level of greatness, you will always have periods where you are alone. And I want y'all to think about it. Think about what I did, man. I was, doing engineering on submarines. Submarines, man. I'm gone for months at a time. And there is times where you are completely and utterly alone. And in that case, you have to have the emotional and mental fortitude to be able to push through those type of situations and scenarios. It is not for the weak, and it is not easy. So this woman right here has learned that it's not easy. Now, where I have the problem, ladies and gents, about what she said. She said, I deserve these things. Okay? This is the language that modern women use, that we deserve these things. And that's that little word. You all may not think that word means much, but it means absolutely a lot. See, you got to get that out of your lexicon. Okay, you got to get that out of your vernacular. You got to get that out of your vocabulary. I deserve this. I'm going to switch it with a new word. You deserve what you earn. See, you don't deserve another person's time. See, you don't deserve a person to do something for you. You don't deserve for a person to treat you a certain way. Yep, you don't even deserve for them to treat you a specific way. You deserve what you have earned. If you want someone to treat you with respect, you have to earn it. If you want someone to be in your life, then you have to treat them in such a way that they are willing to reciprocate back and mirror back the amount of attention, time, and effort that you've put in. Men, that goes for you too. If a woman is reciprocating the time, the effort, the love, and the ability, it is incumbent upon us as the men and as the leaders to be able to reciprocate some of that energy. Now, the next clip we're going to get to soon is going to talk about, if I'm not mistaken, I can't see the video right now, the clips, but because this is blocking it. But what I'm going to say is there is a reciprocation that takes place. And additionally, men and women are different the way we go about business. We as men can show you our version, our reflection of the love you show us. Unfortunately, because we're built differently, we think differently, we move differently, we try to go about our business differently, we are going to do things a little differently than you. But that's the things, some of those things, when they're done right, are the things that you love about us most. The things that you do, we love about you all most, ladies. And if we were doing the same things, you would not respect us as men. If you all are doing what we're doing, we're not going to respect you as women. Think about it today. Women out here today acting all masculine, the independent, they don't need nobody. You acting like a man, miss. You're acting like a man. And no man wants to be with another man. Let's flip that. Let's flip it. If a man is being all sensitive and lovey and ooey gooey, guess what? Some women might like that, but women say they want these things until a man is doing it. And what happens? Those are the men that get played. The men that are acting like women in a relationship get played. Okay? They just do. So the way we give and receive love is not the same. We need to play our parts and play our roles so that we maximize the effect and the effect of what's going on in that relationship. All right? I know I got deep on y'all, but that's why I don't have a lot of clips tonight, because this is a deep topic. So let me prep the next clip. Now, another issue that tends to come up, and I'm only bringing up a couple issues tonight. We're going to get into these women who get it. We're going to talk about what they have realized. We're going to talk about their truth, okay? All right? But the next woman that we're going to look at tonight, all right? She is, I have two video clips for her, but this one is she's responding to a comment by a woman who is talking about income, about a man not bringing in enough income. See, modern women today have reduced men to a wallet, to a paycheck. Ladies, here's wisdom if you're listening. Here's wisdom. When you reduce a man to a wallet or a paycheck or what he can do for you, you all are missing out on your own blessings by not seeing if that man is made of the right stuff. Because even there's an old saying, a fool and his money are soon parted. So you can have men that's out there tricking and throwing all this money away. They might can afford it, but ain't no smart businessman tricking off money that he can't account for. And plenty of you women are not smart business people. As much as you all want to talk about, we going out here and we getting it. But if you sitting there, that's the difference between men and women. If you sitting there and you buying all this stuff that don't make sense and you not reinvesting your money, you're going to find yourself in a bad place. You're going to find yourself empty hammered out. You're going to basically use up your best years that you could be looking and putting into a man of substance for men that's just giving you stuff. And now you're older, your WAP is all used up, right? And now you're having a time struggling because nobody want to deal with you. So she's going to respond to this woman talking about money. I want you guys to hear her answer, okay?
I know I'm responding to this comment kind of late, and that's only because I was going through the comment section underneath this post and I happened to come across this comment. But ma'am, your information is outdated. Between 2022 and 2023, the average income of an African American male is anywhere between 51,000 to 57,000, depending on their age. And I'm pretty sure you're going to still say, well, that's not enough for the average African American woman.
All right, let's stop right there, okay? Let's stop right there for a second. If those statistics hold to be true, and I've said on this channel that more than half, even if it's just the majority, more than half, okay? Generally, you can say Black men are, if you, I know these numbers are a little bit off because of inflation recently, but hear me out. As of a couple years ago, half of Black men were considered middle class. More than half were considered middle class. Now, you just heard this woman say that the average has gone up now, and you have Black men making in the 50,000s of dollars. Now, let's think about this for a second, right? You gotta be wise and listen to the statistics. If over half of Black men are making over in the middle class, and they're making over 50 or around 50-ish thousand a year, maybe a little bit in the 40s, right? Probably 45 to about 55. Okay, but let's just go by what she said from 2022 to 2023. I think she said. I want you to think about that. Now, couple that with 54% of Black men are single and childless. 54% are single and childless. Even in this economy, if the man is single and childless and he's making $50,000 a year, is it something to beat your chest on? No. I mean, it's okay. I'm not dissing anybody making 50. Sorry. I don't want it to come out that way. I'm saying, could he be making more? Absolutely. Is it going to be easy to make more? It depends. But my point being is, if he is single and childless and he don't have any money going out to this baby mama and that baby mama and this thing like that, if he ain't got money going out like that, and all he have to do is focus on himself, 50,000 is more than enough money for that man. Yes, more than enough for that man. You got to understand, a lot of men aren't carrying the same amount of debt as what modern women are carrying, particularly Black women. A lot of men didn't opt to go to college. And y'all make fun of men who don't go to college, but y'all don't realize these men aren't in the debt you in. Listen, I'm paying down one of my credit cards right now. And I looked at the interest statement of what I've paid year to date, okay? And the interest I've paid on that credit card year to date is over $1,000. Blew my mind. Now, me and my girl already talked about this. I said my priority is to pay that card off. And I've been putting a couple grand on this card a month just so I can get it back down, okay? I already have it down less than 50% of the balance. So now it's time to just, over the next 2 to 3 months, just pay this thing off, okay? That's my goal, is to pay my credit card off. I have another credit card, but that's my rolling credit card, okay? So the point being is, because I've diverged from where I'm trying to go with this. The point I'm trying to say with this is, Ladies, you tell a man that that money ain't good enough, but you don't realize his life is fine. When he lets you into his life and when you become in each other's lives, you are supposed to inspire that man to do more. That's what the queen does, to get behind that man and his goals and his dreams. But women like the one that's making this comment, this is the problem men have with you ladies. You don't want to work with a man for him to be his best. But we're going to talk about all of that tonight. We're going to talk about all of that tonight. Let's finish this video. Okay? I see you, Night Train. I see y'all. Let's get back to the video.
You know, I'm pretty sure you're going to say that. But I just want to give you some information. Black women are at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to the average income level based on races. Hispanic women have us trumped. White women have us trumped. Asian women are kicking our asses when it comes to income. And they are first generation immigrants, okay? But we don't want to have that conversation. And if we do have that conversation, we will definitely get into defense mode and talk about how systematic racism has played a part in it and all these other obstacles. But we don't give our men the same grace, as if they haven't been affected by the same thing that Black women have, as if they haven't tried to overcome it, it got shut down, as if they're not trying to this day to still overcome it. You know, we're in the same boat as them, but we have the audacity to talk about them. And not only that, we are so quick to talk about how there's not enough qualified Black men for us, but Black women forget that if a Black man is looking for a Black woman, their dating pool is literally filled with infected piss. You know,
God dang.
Black women, we have our own shit to worry about. You know, we hold the highest statistics when it comes to STDs. We're the most likely to be obese, the most likely to suffer from some type of preventable illness. We are less likely to be married. We are more likely to be baby mamas. And not only that, there are more baby mamas than there are baby daddies. Go figure. Black men.
All right, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to stop right there. I don't know what she's about to say, but I'll tell you what, we're going to end off with her and see what she's going to say. This will be the last part of my video tonight. I don't know what she's about to say, but we'll react to it together. Okay? And I think we're at the 2-minute mark on that video. So let me get my little pen and my pad. Let me get my pen and my pad ready, because she obviously has a message for Black men, and we're going to see what that is. Okay? Yeah, you know what? Her eyes making you dizzy. Yeah, she got some thick glasses on. But you know what? Remember I was telling y'all about in that last video I did about the different types of Black women? You know what I mean? Like, ain't nothing wrong with this woman. She's a very pretty woman, right? She got them big ass glasses. We love you, baby. You're putting out some good word over there on your channel, okay? But you know what? This is some man's type. Now, I talked about bookworm Black women, and I didn't necessarily put the nerdy Black girl in there. Probably should have represented her too. But the video was already like over 100 clips. So I was like, it's 100 clips? I don't even know if people are going to watch that long, okay? But I want it to be comprehensive, right? I'd rather my video be comprehensive so that the people who do watch it get the full thing that I'm thinking about than for me to half-ass a video. Because we ain't half-assing videos no more on this channel, okay? Y'all obviously know that, all right? But she brings up some really good points in this video. She brings up about they are in the same boat that we're in, yet they have the nerve to judge us at this higher standard, because they don't think that we're meeting their standard. But their standard has everything to do about what we do for them, not necessarily that we have standards that we put on Black women, that we put on women in general, modern women in general, or women in general. I won't say modern women, women in general, okay? And those standards for good men or for hardworking men, for real ass men, is high for a reason, because we have so much more to lose. Women say we have a lot to lose too, but there's a reason why there's more homeless men than there are women, because the stakes couldn't be higher for a man. There's nobody helping a man. Hear what I just said. There's nobody out there trying to help men out. And because of that, when you come into a man's life, that's why your role is to help him. You are there to give that man something that the world would not give him. And a lot of you abdicate your responsibilities to selfishness, to thinking about yourself, vice what your role is to do. But you don't get it. And that's why some of you guys are going to find yourself alone. Now, this is, I believe, the only man we're going to listen to tonight on clips. Every other thing is women tonight giving us what they've learned. But the reason why I'm going to put this brother up on this up on the screen, and you guys have seen this clip, but I want to play it for you guys because it's less than a minute. But he brings up a good point. A lot of women don't know how to be a great woman to a good man. A lot of women don't know how to do that. They haven't been raised that way. Society is telling them to be contrary to that. And because of that, a lot of women are finding themselves blaming men for why they can't find a man, when instead of looking at themselves and realizing the type of men that they are attracting is a reflection of who they are. Bottom line. Let's listen to what the brother got to say.
You said it before, like a man is raised on how to take care of a woman, like how to provide what a woman needs. A woman is raised to know what to demand from a man. You see what I'm saying? But rarely are women raised, and that's why so many of them struggle when they run into a good guy, because damn, I don't know how to be a great woman to this good guy. I know what I'm, my parents done told me, hey, you deserve this from a man, you deserve that from a man, you deserve this. But rarely ever do they sit you down and say, hey, once you find a good man, this is how you take care of this man. You got to pay attention to this. You got to look for this sign. You got to do this. You got to do, and not just on holidays and his birthday. And say, no. Pay attention to details to that man. Like, find out what his passion is. Like, help him facilitate it. It's like they don't get that tutelage. So a lot of times women got to lose a good man to learn it.
All right. So listen, the brother brings up a good point. A lot of these women have not been born and raised to even value men. They know biologically, they still want a man. They still want to be with a man. They still want to feel a man. Well, some women do. We've got a lot of changes going on nowadays, but that's okay. All right. But you can't demand so much of a man. Oh, he has to be this and he has to be that. And he has to basically be able to run in a phone booth and then take off his suit and be wearing his cape. And he'd be able to fly and leap buildings in a single bound and be faster than a locomotive and, and faster and withstand bullets. Okay. Brother got to be able to catch bullets with his teeth. Okay? Shout out if y'all know what movie reference that's from. He's catching bullets with his teeth. Let me know if y'all know the reference on that movie. Right? But I brought him up because I wanted to start off the premise of this, because we talk about how women choose poorly. And y'all don't want to hear it. I had blah, blah, blah. No, you didn't. Because if you're honest with yourself, you know you chose that man poorly. And I've said this last live stream, but that's why fathers were so important, because fathers would vet. Oh, we're freezing up here? Let me take this other camera off. It might be running my computer a little slow. All right. So I'm going to take the, nope. My camera works fine. I wind up trying to put two cameras on there, and it might be using up using up some bandwidth, so I might have messed that up. Yep. Yep, I see. Why is it frozen like that? Crazy. I haven't had any issues of recently. All right. If y'all give me a second, let me plug in my cord real quick. All right. Sorry about that. We was going off of Wi-Fi, so hopefully this works a little bit better. All right. So where are we at? All right, sorry about that, y'all. We have some technical difficulties. I apologize. I've had technical difficulties in a while there. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all hear me right now. Well, it's funny because the frame below is moving, but my video is freezing up. Ain't that some crap? All right. So I'm here. Preston, I'm here. I plugged in my internet cord. What the heck? How am I disappeared? How am I not on the screen? That is funny. That is hilarious. Let's get to the next video then.
Stop being Delulu. Just be interested. I heard this man say, women like you from 100 and work backwards, while men like you from 0 and work their way up. When I say, ever since I applied this logic, my dating life has been so much easier. You want to know why? Ask a man if he likes a woman and he just started talking to her. You know what he'll say? Oh, she's cool. She's cute. You know, she cool. But I don't really know her. Ask a woman if she likes a man she just met. Oh my God, he's so fine. He's so sweet. And I know he's sweet because I seen on his story that he's such and such and such and such, and that he got his mother these flowers, and that he's such a caring guy. All these assumptions about a man that she doesn't know. This is the real problem. When you start from 100 and you're subtracting points based on qualities that man never even had. He not this, he not that. Sis, he was never any of those things. Never. And had you taken the time to get to know him beforehand, you would have realized he was never a 100. He was more like a 25. So now you telling all your friends, girl, he not even, he was never. And this is exactly why it's easier for men sometimes to walk away, because they don't fall in love off your pictures. They don't fall in love because y'all talked on the phone one time. They don't fall in love because y'all sent some cute text messages the first 2 days. Some of them do. But majority of men, they're logically looking at you before they fall in love with you. So now, if I see a man and I'm kind of interested, that's exactly what I am. I'm kind of interested because I don't know that man. And neither do you. And I know it's hard because the girls love being delusional. But babies, we getting older. It's just time to be realistic. Start thinking logically. It's not even thinking like a man. Think logically. You don't know him.
All right. She bring up some good points. Okay. She bring up some good points. The one thing that I want you guys to get from this woman is the fact that we don't know each other. It's funny the energy that modern women have for men that they really like. And that's part of their wiring to fall for a man, to fall that way for a man. Not necessarily modern women today, but that was biologically a good thing for women to be able to swoon over her man or over a man that she liked. This is why it is so important for a man to vet another man, because that delusion that modern women have when it comes to getting with a man, that right there. I'm not frozen again. I'm just gonna put her up on screen. So it's really easy for a woman to fall for the wrong man. That's why it's important for a woman to have that man vetted. And again, it's almost like women subtract points off of a man as she gets to know him, whereas she should be trying to get to know him and fall in love with him as she gets to know him, not because of the in her head what she sees. And this is something that my aunt told me a long time ago about women knowing how far they want to go with any man when they first talk to him. And the reason that is because they look and project ahead. I see this with him. I see that with him. But that doesn't help. That's going to leave a lot of women putting expectations on a man who hasn't even shown you he can meet those expectations. That's delusional. All right, let's get to the next clip. Now, another thing is, in this next clip, this woman is going to tell us about how women nowadays don't know how to treat a man. And we see that all the time, right? We see the way women talk to men. We see men bucking up to a man like she a man, basically disrespecting men. They literally are seething, some of these women, because they are so angry about what happened to them in their past that they projected onto all men instead of taking accountability for the bad choices they make. So let's hear what this woman got to say.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but ladies, never let anything or anyone outside your home treat your man better than you do. If your man spends a lot of time outside the home, it's because he's being treated better outside the home, and that's on you. Men go where they feel honored and respected. And if that is not inside the home, he is not going to want to be there. When that man comes home, learn how to acknowledge him. And ladies, let the man get in the house. Give him a minute to get in the house before you start bombarding him with questions and adding tasks.
This woman here trying to get me, trying to get this portion of the video clipped out up there with Luther in the background. But I'm gonna let her play for a little bit more, and I'm gonna her click out of this, because if I can hear the music, I know the YouTube system will.
Asking more weight onto his day. That is not how he wants to be greeted. And you can fix this. You can create an environment of warmth, love, peace, acknowledgement by the way you talk to him.
All right. So again, she got too much loofah. I mean, she got loofah blasted in this video. Listen, I have no problem listening to the Black Pavarotti. Pavarotti, okay? I have no problem with listening to loofah, okay? Loofah Vandross. I ain't got no problem. When you gonna get me having to clip this video out later, we got problems. But let's just talk about what she said. All right. Wow, look how it's got my face frozen up. That's crazy. Let's get to this next clip. Gotta laugh at myself on that one. Man, look like I'm taking a dump or something, man. That's crazy. Man, that's just not a good freeze face, ain't it? There you go. That's crazy. Man, all right. Look like we're going to be running through these videos quicker tonight because of technical difficulties. Sorry about that. Maybe a lot of people using the internet right now. I have no clue, but it is what it is. All right, we got her back too. Now, we're going to hear about how she would treat her man.
Fellas, it does not matter how much money you make. I do not care about your income bracket. If you are a hardworking man that takes care of your responsibilities and do your best to do right by your family, you deserve to be spoiled. Don't listen to these women that talk about, oh, men nowadays want the princess treatment. Absolutely not. You men absolutely deserve to be spoiled. You know, if you were my man, I would totally take you out on the most expensive date and pay for everything. And then after the date, when we came home, I totally get on my knees. Yeah, so
God
you
dang.
deserve to be spoiled. Don't forget that. Bye.
God dang. I hope she ain't single, man. Jesus. All right. God dang. Listen, I told you guys how, like, it was a hard thing when I first got with my woman, how, you know, she would try to pay for the dates and stuff. A couple times she slipped her card in when I went to go use the restroom, you know. But now we basically take turns on paying for things. And again, as I told you before, the reason that she's okay with paying for things is because she want to do things for me too. And I will tell you, it is nothing more refreshing than to have a woman who loves you enough that she wants to see good things for you too and have your back and have support of you. It's hard to deal with. And I will be honest with you guys, I didn't know how to deal with that at first. I didn't know how to deal with a woman that wanted to do for me like I want to do for her. And you know what? That's my pride. Because guess what? Here's the thing, gents, they don't tell you. That's the way it's supposed to be. You all taking care of each other. You all loving each other. You all spoiling each other. You all looking out for each other. You all supporting each other. Modern women have made the truth into a lie. And you have to ask yourself, ladies, how did we get to the point where I feel like I deserve everything and my man is the one that's got to support everything? How can women sit there and say men are supposed to do this and they don't even know how to take care of a man? They don't even know how to talk to a man. They don't even know how to treat a man. So how are you going to sit there and say a man's supposed to do something? Okay? That's that BS right there, man. DG18 says, trust me, any woman who is willing to put that video out on the internet isn't worth it. She is doing it for everybody. No modesty. Shop carefully, gents. We're going to get to that, DG18, because I told you there's another component to this that we're going to talk about. Night Train said, that's what I love about these African women. They don't bother you at all when you come home. The only time they speak to you is you go to her and start talking first. We're going to talk about that tonight, too. A walking caramel flavored cheesecake. I don't even know what that means, Darren Preston. All these problems in America disappears with a passport. That's crazy. All right. Let's get to the next clip. Hopefully I don't have a weird freeze face this time. See, I tried to do 2 cameras, and you see how it's all messed up right now? And I can't stop the stream right now, so we just gonna press forward. We just gonna press forward. I guess it's meant for me to go ahead and make that new video for y'all soon. I guess that's what the old internet is saying. Go ahead and get ready to make your next video, Sean. So we're gonna roll through these clips tonight. I apologize about the quality. I won't try to do 2 cameras next time because obviously that don't work. Okay. Hell, I'm gonna even unplug the camera. I'm gonna even unplug the camera. All right. Let's get to this next clip.
My man wake me up at 4:21 a.m. and tell me he hungry. He wants some steak and mashed potatoes made from scratch. Homemade mashed potatoes. I'ma do it with a smile on my motherfucking face, cause he pay those bills. Yeah, he don't gotta ask for head, baby. He gets that on the regular. That ain't nothing to him, cause he know he getting it on the regular. He ain't gonna get no attitude, no back talk from me. No, sir.
All right. So, listen. A good man isn't going to try to take advantage of this, right? What I mean is that if you got a good man out there doing what he needs to do, and this man say he hungry, whatever, right? And you know he a good man, you know he doing right by you. The reason you should want to do this is because if he's asking, this is a need that he has. A need. Okay? Food is a need. So I don't know about the whole steak and mashed potatoes that late at night, but listen, man, when I had food poisoning, you know, and the next day I basically chucked up all the food I ate from the night before, and I was feeling really bad. And so my girl asked me what I need. Now she understood that, you know, you need to eat bland foods and stuff like that. So she made me a peanut butter bagel with banana and honey. And I was actually able to get that food down, and it nourished me back to health, man. And there was no questions asked, man. And I can't tell y'all how much I appreciate that, because I felt like I was dying. Okay, I really felt like death. And that woman nursed me back to health. That's what happens when you have a good woman. When you have a good woman, man, she gonna look out for you. You know, when I was on the thralls of death on the floor, passed out on her bathroom floor, right? She slept in her closet right next to me to make sure I was okay. Why is it that hard for women to want to do that for their men? Especially if you got a good man. Why does that man got to jump the hoops for you when this is the way it should be? It's so simple. It could be so simple. Now, another thing that we have to discuss and we have to talk about is this thing that women get repulsed by. When a man says submit, women get cringy. It's funny that these women don't get cringed about submitting to their bosses. They don't get cringy about submitting at work. But when it comes to a man that loves you and is doing right by you, y'all cringe for that. You cringe when a real man tell you about submission. Yet and still, when things go wrong, he get all the blame. Yet and still, when things go wrong, you hold that dude accountable for it. But if you have a man who's doing what he's supposed to do, you should have no problem with submitting to his authority. Because without authority, right, how can you fully take responsibility? How can he fully take responsibility of doing all the things you want him to do if he has no authority to do so? See, submission has nothing to do with just trying to boss your woman and club her over the head with a stick and pulling her by the hair back to the cave. It has nothing to do with anything arcane like that. It has everything to do with You expect this man to stand up for you and put his life on the line, but he has no authority. Why should any man, ladies, submit to you all if he has no authority in a relationship? But let's see what this woman got to say about it.
How do you expect a man to protect what he has no authority over? Yes, I said authority. See, as a married woman, I recognize that my husband is the head and leader of this house.
She's married. Just want to. I'm married now. This one is married, y'all. So she got a husband. All right.
And what comes with being a leader is authority. I submit to him and allow him to have authority over me because I trust that he knows what's best for me. But right now, I bet y'all hear the word authority and think, oh my God, she's oppressed. Oh, quite the contrary, my dear. I don't have to deal with the dangers of the nightlife because when my husband says to be home at a certain time, oh honey, I am. He knows the dangers of the streets goes up 10 times more after dark. If he says to take off an outfit, I'm taking it off because he doesn't need other men lusting and catcalling over what belongs to his eyes and his eyes only. A man can't protect what he has no control over. Control, authority, oh my God, trigger words. They might trigger you, but they protect me.
Yes, they might trigger other women. It protects you. And guess what you got, ma'am? You know what you got? You got a husband. You have a husband. A lot of women ain't going to be able to say they got a husband. Let me put that up on the screen. Thank you, Ron. Ron says she giving free game and they still won't listen. This is the absolute truth. Thank you so much for this comment. Ladies, any ladies that are listening to this, the problem is you get mad when men say these things, but we're telling you the truth. I'm telling y'all this in love. See, love comes in truth, and truth isn't always an easy pill to digest and or swallow, but it's necessary. As I stated before, when did the truth become a lie? And you have to ask yourself, this woman is a married woman. Y'all won't listen to the married woman, but y'all listen to your girlfriends who've been single, in and out of toxic relationships, getting her tail smacked up by Pookie, Ray Ray, Glocktavius, and Mongo. Okay? Mongo slapping her up. Mongo out of prison. All right? Y'all don't want to listen to the married woman who's going to drop jewels on you about her keeping her husband, keeping her man, keeping her house. But y'all will listen to Bequisha. What's she going to tell you? Bequisha got four baby daddies, four baby daddies, right? And 3 kids. 4 baby daddies and 3 kids. How you going to listen to her? What's she going to tell you? How's she going to help you get ahead? And y'all still will hang with some of those same ratchet women who tell you, girl, he shouldn't be able to tell you not to go out or what to wear and this, that, and the third. But y'all going to listen to her. Y'all going to listen to your girlfriend, but you ain't going to listen to your own man. Or you're not going to listen to this married woman who actually married, where you know, some of y'all claim y'all want to be. But you don't. But you don't. See the difference on how married women talk compared to the single ones? The single ones only offer sex. The married ones offer you a more comfortable life. That is an excellent point. Excellent, excellent point. Shout out to Juju, man. Thank you for coming through, brother. He said, she got any sisters? Yo, we get to the end of this. We get to the end of these clips. We're almost done with the clips. I have some questions for you guys, okay? Got some questions because I want to hear from the gents. All right? Plus, that's Pookie-licious and Tyronius. Oh, that's too funny. All right, let's get to the next clip. I apologize again about the stream tonight. I did that trying to do something different, trying to be all fancy with multiple cameras. Not going to do that next time, okay? We're just going to roll into the normal live stream like we do. But we are going to get the message out tonight. And I'm okay with going through tonight's live stream a little bit quicker if it means I can put out a video for you guys tomorrow. Because I already have all my clips lined up. I just got to write my script. And once I write the script, editing time, okay? So if I can get the script written tonight, then I can have it edited and out for you guys by 4 to 5 p.m. tomorrow Pacific Standard Time, all right? So check this out.
Okay, hear me out. We have got to stop criticizing, condescending, and tearing down our partners and expecting them not to withdraw. Because we do this so much, and then our person withdraws from us, and now we're trying to pull information out and get that attention back. Despite what most people might think, I believe that men want relationships. I
They
believe
do.
that real men want love.
Yes, they do.
However, men are peace seeking creatures. So a man
Sometimes.
who's already carrying the world on his back, he needs to have something that's peaceful. We're so busy pointing out their flaws when they usually overlook ours. And I will say this, when you are someone who picks and condescends and you're constantly trying to show someone else how they're wrong, that's usually a deflection of accountability.
Ooh, ooh, how you gonna leave us on that? How you gonna leave us on that, ma'am? She brings up a lot of good points. Even though this video is only 45 seconds long, she dropped some absolute gems. Ladies, if you're listening, she dropped some gems. Now she said that men are peaceful, and that's not necessarily true. Okay, a real man has the propensity to be able to, I can say propensity, that's the wrong word. Real men have the ability to enact violence when necessary. Okay? But a true emotionally intelligent man withholds reacting in such a way because he has that emotional intelligence. He has that controlled chaos within him. I love that term, controlled chaos. Yes, a lot of men are angry. Even the good men are angry. What differentiates a man who is in control, who is a leader, who is powerful, is that man is able to control that chaos within himself in order to make sure that the mission is successful. And the mission that needs to be successful is when we love y'all and we're getting what we need, we bottle that up and we focus it where it needs to go. Not all men are peaceful. We see these pookies out in the street up there gunning each other down. So we can see that. We know that there are bad men out there that want to lay hands on a woman and she ain't did nothing to deserve it. We know that. But real men control the chaos within themselves. And the thing is, ladies, a lot of times there are some men who will state the obvious on what's wrong with their women. And a lot of women have fragile egos. Talk about men's egos. Men's have fragile egos too, but women do too to some extent. When you start talking about how they look and this, that, and the third. But a real man is going to is not going to say overlook your flaws. It's just that that's not the most important thing. Your flaws aren't the most important thing. How you're treating me, how you take care of our home, how you take care of me, how you support me, my purpose, my goals and dreams that I am trying to make a reality for the both of us. Those things are the important things. And that we will overlook a lot in order to protect. Men will go to work 30, 40, 50 years until we expire to take care of our women. That is a burden that we have as men. And you all don't even respect it. You all cause a lot of the headaches that a lot of men just want to check out of this world, right? They want to check out. Nobody want to deal with you. And that whole accountability piece. So busy pointing the fingers at your man. You have a good man and you always point fingers at him. He ain't take the trash out when I wanted him to. He ain't did this when I wanted him to. But if that man is trying, then he don't need you beating him over the head about it. He don't need you to beat him over the head. He needs your support. And listen, as I stated before, when I was in the military, I didn't instantly become a leader. I had to fail a lot before I learned to be the leader that I needed to be. My woman has the man that she has today because of all my flaws, all my failures, all my letdowns. And every time I went through those things, what did I do as a man? I always try to improve. I always try to get better. I always try to be the best version of myself. And that's what I tell you to do, right? Be the best version of yourself. You know, get on your purpose and your grind so you can live your best life. This is what I say on the channel all the time. And when you've put in enough time and work and you're ready, then you will rise to the occasion if that's the mindset you have as a man. But a lot of these women don't want to take accountability at all. They want to throw all of the blame on you, but take all of the glory. They want to be worshiped. And to me, that's just idolatry. Okay? That's just idolatry. So she brings up some good points. We got 2 more videos left, 2 more video clips, and we'll probably I'll take some questions. We'll get up out of here. All right. Thank you all who stuck around, even though we're having technical difficulties. Yep. Sorry about that. Preston says they're so quick to point out our flaws, but hide in the dark and avoid accountability when it comes to theirs. That's a great point, Preston. And that's not going to work. We all have flaws in our lives, but we work together and expressing our flaws, come together and try to fix them. Exactly. Exactly. Let's listen to this. Now, this woman in this next clip, she's actually going to give some great advice, right, to women about how she had to change. We're talking about that accountability piece. A lot of women don't want to hear that A word. Okay, they don't want to hear the A word, but you got to hear it in order to enact change in your life. Here you go.
Yeah, if I'm gonna respect a man, I can't talk to him like he my homegirl. I can't call him a bitch. Can't call him a hoe.
Nope.
I can't talk down on him. I have to respect that he's a man, especially he's showing me that he's a man. Yeah.
You see that? If that man is showing you he's doing the best he can, you see the effort. In one of my videos, the woman, it was like 2 videos ago, the woman said, you know, black men need to step up. That's the problem. Black men, I think it was in the video with Sally Jesse Raphael and Ricky Lake. And there was like this podcast, and the black woman was like, yeah, men just giving half-ass, and black men are just giving half-ass and ain't stepping up, blah, blah, blah. She said all that stuff. But if your man is trying, he's putting in the effort. If you want to get more effort out of that man, then you need to be supportive. I'm not saying congratulate him for messing up. I'm saying you need to support him when he does the right things. And you need to show that you got his back. But let's continue.
So I had to learn that, and I had to learn to stop using my hands when I talk. Oh yeah, you know. Yeah. I had to, like learn how to listen to actually listen and not respond. I'm always feeling like something is attacked when somebody's telling me something. I just gotta respond in a emotional tone. So,
you see that, ladies? When y'all hear me on this channel, I'm not even really saying a lot, but y'all look at the clips that I'm put together, and you feel attacked by it. You need to step back and ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Because you feeling attacked by something that is a truth in the sense of someone else put that out. Someone else expressed that. And through wisdom, I put these clips together in a certain way so you can get the information. If you feel attacked, then you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, what is it about what's being said that I feel attacked about? And then you have to go through and you have to really ask yourself the question, am I this woman? Do I behave this way? See, the thing is, you might behave that way and you feel like, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But part of self-evaluation is looking at yourself and saying, maybe I got this wrong. Does the way you behave and your actions reflect the outcome that you're looking for? If it doesn't, then what you're doing is wrong. Period. End of story. I didn't become successful in this life because of not reflecting on my failures and shortcomings or what I'm not doing correctly. No, you don't become successful unless you're able to evaluate yourself. If you were a business, okay, you had a business, and you're not willing to have quarterly meetings or regular meetings to evaluate, are we meeting the goals that way we supposed to, you're going to be a failed business. One of the reasons why the military is so successful is because we continuously evaluate, are we doing this correctly? We messed this up. Okay, what do we need to do not to do that again? And what measures are we going to put in place to make sure this doesn't happen again? Now, ladies, if you're being that hypercritical of yourself in that type of manner, then I can guarantee you'll see success in your life. I can guarantee it. You guys are dropping some stuff there, man. Y'all dropping some stuff. Let's finish.
Somebody tell me something.
What have you been? Like same.
I take everything as an attack, and
Yeah.
I'm learning how to not respond in attack mode. Just be like, well, what do you mean? Like, what are you trying to say? Well, maybe I don't see what you see. So, and I at first it was me trying to work on my relationship, and then it started me to work on myself.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, well, let me stop trying to fix myself up, man. Let me fix myself for me.
Ooh.
Okay, that's exactly what I was talking about, right? Put her back up on screen. This is exactly what I was talking about. If you're always in attack mode, that has nothing to do with anybody else. That's your reaction. This goes for men and women. If you're in attack mode all the time, you have to go ahead and ask yourself, why am I in attack mode all the time? Why am I so defensive all the time? Why do I feel like this is talking to me all the time? Then it has everything to do with you. Can't nobody control you. People can try to influence you. People can try to manipulate you, but at the end of the day, no one can control you. Okay? You control you. You control your actions. And the biggest thing that this woman did is take accountability of the fact of her behavior. See that word, behavior? And this is going to lead me into that second point I was talking about. All right? This is going to lead me into that second point from what all these women said. See, everything they're saying sounds good. It sounds like they've learned their lessons. But you all saying that you've learned a lesson or that you hear what men are saying, and it's all about your actions. Do your actions reflect that you understand what you're saying? See, this woman here realized she was in attack mode, and then she controlled herself. She took accountability of her actions. If you aren't willing to control yourself and control your actions, if you're willing to act out every time you hear something you don't like, then you just spitting words out. If these women, every woman I showed you tonight that was speaking and saying something positive, if these women aren't doing what they're saying, then their words mean absolutely zip, zilch, zero, nada, cero. Okay? They mean nothing. Same for us men. We already know if our actions ain't reflecting what we're saying, women are going to point that out right away. You're going to see it in her behavior. You're going to see it the way she treats you. The only men that get away with that, it seems like, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, gents, but the only men that seem to get away with that is low quality, low value men, especially when women are used to toxic men. Those men can get away with doing any damn thing. But let you be a good man, a hardworking man. Just like that dude said, a lot of these women are not used to good men. They do not know how to respond to a good man. They do not know how to treat a good man. And because of that, when a man is taking man actions, it looks foreign to them. And their actions can't change or be altered or be, transformed in a better way until that woman takes accountability of what she's doing. So it's not enough, ladies, for you all to say you understand. It's not enough for you to say you're doing certain things. Oh, well, I do all this for my husband. Okay, but what do your husband think? Does your husband think that your actions align with what you're saying? Does your boyfriend's actions align with what you're saying? Does the man that you're trying to go for, do your actions align with what you're saying? Will he say the same thing? I want y'all to think about the video I put out with the young lady who said she went back and talked to all her exes to figure out why things didn't work out. She had to find out what those dudes actually felt about her actions. What wasn't she doing correctly? How was she behaving? Now it's up to that young lady to take accountability of her behavior and her actions in order to get a different outcome. So, ladies, if you can't find a good man, there's plenty of good men out here, right? But you can't find those good men because you are not behaving in such a way that you're going to attract and or keep that man, which is why men respect women who not only say the things that these women tonight have said, but also doers of what they're saying. And that is the second part that I want to tell y'all about. You gotta take the actions. You gotta be like that woman who's willing to get up at 4:14 and make some steak and some potatoes, mashed potatoes, okay? And some, look, for me, put some eggs with that too. Cook some eggs up with that too. If you're gonna give me a steak that early in the morning, put some, I need some eggs. I need that eggs. I'm gonna hit that gym later in the day. I need to get the protein so your boy can stay, built like I am, okay? I needs that. All right. It's like the solution is right there and they refuse to do the work it takes. Bro, Brian, I can't make it any simpler. So listen, shout out to my ladies that listen to this. I really hope you hear what I'm saying, because if you actually heed to what I'm saying, you're going to be in a better place to attract, but more importantly, keep a good man. And this is not everything, but this is a good damn start. Wouldn't y'all say, gents? This is not everything, but this is a good start. Just the principles that was on this live stream. I know things got all, haywire on the live stream, and we're just going through clips right now. I'm telling you right now, if you just apply, 2/3 of what you heard tonight, start applying it, letting that thing work and marinate on that, be cognizant of the type of men that you choose. Oh yeah, you're going to see some changes in your life, ladies. And men are going to love and respect you for it. Even if you're not meant to be, at least the man will love and respect you for it. Women today want all the benefits with none of the responsibilities. Absolutely. All right, read that. See some. All right, cool. All right. I'm going to play the last clip of the night. Again, I'm sorry about the stream. I tried to do 2 cameras. And now that I think about it, every time I've had some bad streams is when I tried to put 2 cameras on. So now the thing is all haywire and messed up. I apologize about that. Won't happen next week. Wait, next week? Just a little house note. We may not have a live stream next week. My son will be coming into town next week, so probably won't have a live stream. I do intend to try to put out some videos. All I ask is that you all support those videos, okay? And I'm frozen on the screen. So, all right. Whatever, man, whatever. But yeah, my son is going to be in town. I'm so excited. I'm 6'4". He told me he about 6 foot tall. I'm like, this is crazy. He's 14 years old, man. My son got an opportunity to be taller than me. That's crazy. But you know what, though? I'm glad I have my little man here, and we're going to have a lot of fun out here. So again, there's a high chance there won't be a live stream next week because I want to make sure that I'm spending time with my son. But I will still be working and putting out videos. They might be a little bit more simpler, but please, whatever you do, support the videos. Now, let's scratch the fact that this woman got a bonnet on. We love our bonnet. We love our bonnet women, some of them, okay? Not the hood rat ones, okay? I'm sorry, hood rat. If you're a hood rat, you got a bonnet on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to dish you, but it's just, I'm not feeling it. I'm just going to say, I'm just going to be real with you, baby. Ain't nothing attractive about that. Okay? But this woman here, she got some powerful message. And I hope that ladies listen to this because she says some things in the beginning. She talks about being in one of the healthiest relationships she ever been in. Let's hear what she got to say.
I am currently in the healthiest relationship that I've ever had in my life, the longest relationship I've ever had in my life. And I want to share with you guys a couple things that I've noticed that men need in order to have a healthy, successful relationship. Now, this is just based off of my man. I don't know everybody, man. So if the information stick and it resonate with you, girl, take it. Just take it.
Just
Number
take it.
one, men need to feel, well, my man needs to feel like I support him and I have his back no matter what.
Boom. We call that right there ride or die. Okay? I need to know, and us men need to know. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Go check out Ham's Flight Kit Box. Go check out his channel. Right? How your pigeons doing, man? How your pigeons doing, man? What's going on? When does the season start? Let us know in the comments. Listen, we want to know, ladies, can we count on you? Because here's the thing, and men, y'all can, gents, you guys can chime in the comments if you agree. But if I'm with a woman and I trust her to tell her something or to you know, if I trust my woman with something, whether that be my emotions or some type of actions, and that woman throws it back in my face, takes advantage of my kind graces and my love, I promise you I won't bring it up. I don't necessarily say we're going to break up right then and there, but you better believe I'm going to think twice. Nice night train. Right? Right. That's the thing. Clem James, thank you for coming through. Right there. No, you can't trust most of them. It's a shame that Clem has to feel that way, that a lot of men like Clem feel that way. That you go ahead and put yourself out there, and that woman abuses the trust that you placed in her. That's going to make a man not want to do that again. If his actions, and he's trying to act in good faith, and you throw that back at him, you best believe that's the last time he's going to share that with you. Or even if he share it with you one more time, if you do it again, over. You're going to lose a part of your man. I'm telling you, as soon as you do it, ladies, you've already lost a part of your man. Well, my man, my man don't be caring, whatever. Yes, he cares. Every man cares. Even the simp cares. The difference is, though, the simp will continue taking it. But you're killing him a little bit inside. You're taking a little bit away from that man. But a real man, if he shares something with you and you throw it back at him or whatever, and he trusted you, man, look, that man ain't gonna never share that with you again, and you literally lost a part of him. And if that was the part of him that really needed that from you, and some other woman can give it to him, that's why a man will be done. That's why a man will look towards someone else. If you can't give him that part of him that he needs, and then he tried to put it out there and you threw it in his face, done. Done. Doing good. Season starting September. Okay, sounds good. I'm going to keep up with that. Night Train says, we already know the answer to that question. Ron says, it's like, oh, I already read that one. And then Adam says, love and respect your man, and you will have a husband for life. Is that, look, Adam, you know what's funny about that? Gents, y'all know what's funny about what Adam's response is? And it's kind of what Ron said right here. This is what Ron said right here. It's like the solution is right there, and they refuse to do the work it takes. But you know what, gents? That tells me everything I need to know about a woman. I won't say all women. I'm going to say that particular woman. Okay? That automatically tells me she's a selfish woman. And I don't want to deal with a selfish woman. Okay? I don't want to deal with that. Most of my gents don't want to do that, and most of the men I speak to don't want to deal with selfish women. And I can tell you for a fact, real men don't want to deal with that. She looks like she's Pookie Juice Bonnet Crew in the house. Oh my God, Juju. I'm so glad I wasn't drinking my drink at the same time when I read that. You use a man's weakness against him. Yes, yes. If you use a man's weakness against him, that's a wrap. Let's figure out, let's listen. She got more to tell us. She got more.
A lot of times y'all be running to y'all family members, running to y'all cousins, talking down on y'all man. He find out about it, or the family start treating him funny, and now you wondering why. It's because you literally are showing that you don't have his back. Why are you talking about him when he's not there?
Oh my God. How many women do this? How many women are willing to tell all their business about their relationship to their friends and their family? They looking at you sideways off of something, right? Because something you said that it don't align with them, but you were right. Let's just assume that the dude was right about it, or let's assume you was wrong about it. Sorry, let's assume that you said something that you was wrong about. Okay, you ended up apologizing, and y'all called it good. But she went and told a bunch of people. Now they looking at you like you crazy, but they don't know that you, as a man, recognize that you was wrong. You apologize for it. You say, hey, my bad on that one. I had it wrong. Okay. I can admit when I'm wrong. Okay. Me and my woman talk about this all the time. I can admit when I'm wrong. I'm rarely wrong, but I can admit when I'm wrong. Okay. So because of that, if you go run and tell people that just the negative, then all people see is the negative. They don't see all the other minutes of the day where all the positive I do, and you just basically took another chunk out of your relationship. Do you understand what I'm saying, ladies? Another piece of that man is gone because he can't trust you with what he says. Because if it's going to come back, men don't like when something they say in confidence comes back to bite them in the butt. See, we're not gossipers. We're not running our trap out there to everybody, for everybody to know our business. A prudent man doesn't do that. All right? A prudent man don't run his trap to just everybody. So when we trust you with something, you go ahead and tell it to other people, and then they looking at us sideways, you have betrayed our trust. You betrayed us. And you just took a chunk out of that man, and you take a chunk out of your relationship. That man has less respect for that relationship than he did before you opened your mouth.
Number 2, support his dreams. You are literally the difference between him going after what he wants and him thinking that he's not good enough based on your reaction. A lot of times when men first get these ideas, I want to do this, I want to do that, they bring it to their lady. When you be like, that's not going to work. Girl, I wouldn't tell you nothing else.
Look, even she said she wouldn't say nothing else. Think about that. I come to you and give you my dreams or whatever. I'm actually thinking about working toward it, whatever. And then you go ahead and shoot it down. You think I want to share anything with you? See, it's funny because if the dream works, the women are going to want the fruits of the success. Shout out to the men that still go ahead and push for their dreams, even when their own women don't believe in them. But see, if you got a woman that don't believe in you while you pushing through, that woman is not the woman for you. She should not be around. She is going to be a hindrance to your dream. She is literally the devil, okay? The devil trying to hinder you from getting into the kingdom of God. All right? All right? Adam says, I had a stroke my first year living in Thailand. My housekeeper took care of me without expecting anything in return. I married her in 2013, been living happy life ever since. Shout out to you, Adam. You told this story before, but I'm glad you shared it again because this man, Adam, needed or had this woman take care of him. He needed her. She gained his trust by taking care of him in his low moments. And now he's happy and he's making her happy. In theory. Okay? So this is the thing, ladies. You guys can benefit from being supportive. Women nowadays aren't dream supporters, only dream killers. You see how men feel this way? You see how men feel this way? I have a video that I wouldn't necessarily show you guys, but I might show you guys as the last video, because some of the points this woman makes is going to be in a video that got put out 11 years ago, 11 or 13 years ago. And you're going to hear men talk about, we'll get there. You
know how I feel when you have your dream. You want somebody to support it too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, all these women talking about, ooh, I'm an entrepreneur and blah, 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 and I'm a boss, babe, and blah, blah, blah. Women want you to support their dreams, but these same women won't support the man's dreams? Tell me how that makes sense. Tell me in what world that makes sense. It don't.
I don't care what men say, they have feelings. The reason why they don't open up a lot of the time is because they feel like when they open up, that the person that they open up themselves to will use that information against them later on.
You see, didn't I say that earlier? Did I not say that earlier? Did Preston not just talk about women nowadays aren't dream supporters, only dream killers? You will ruin your relationship if you are this type of woman. You will ruin it. Done.
So show him that you are a good listener. You listening to what he got to say. You want to know how his day went. You actually care. Men seem to love women that actually care about this. Put him on to something new. You don't want to be like all the other girls he ever dated. And you know how you do that? By being yourself. Don't let people tell you how to act with your man.
Okay, a little sorry about it. It was a little choppy there at the end. Sorry about that. But listen, it's simple. Listen, for a good man that appreciates his woman, it's simple to keep that man. A lot of women just don't want to do the work to do it. It's too hard. I don't even understand that one. Hold on, let me find this video real quick. Where's I'm trying to find the right playlist. Oh, right here. All right. Hold up. Give me a second. Let me find this video. I just saved the video. I think this is it right here. Okay. All right. I found the video. I'm going to go ahead and move this right here. And this will be the last video of the night. Again, I'm sorry about the technical difficulties and the glitches, but next time that we have the live stream, most likely it won't be that way, okay? So I apologize in advance. But I want y'all to see this video, okay? Some of the things that we talked about tonight can be found in this video where men are talking about how they feel. Now, I'm not going to play this whole video. Let me get right here. Let's do that.
Out of WDSU reporter Tiffany Bradley, who has their side.
Many African-American women say there's a shortage of good black men.
See, that's the first thing they say, right? There ain't no good black men. Well, ma'am, you don't even know how to treat a good black man. But let's continue. I digress.
And that feeling has many crying foul, in particular black men themselves.
They have some great young men out here.
So I headed to the one place black men feel comfortable talking about anything, the barber shop.
A woman is in position to push a man forward.
Here we found a small group of men chatting about relationships.
Even though all the obstacles that we had to overcome, all the stuff from 1980 with dealing with drugs and poverty and lack of education, we're still making it in 2011.
Owner Wilbert Wilson says there is a disproportionate number of black men behind bars, unemployed and lacking education. But he says that doesn't mean good black men are obsolete. Some of his clients agree.
How are you defining a good black man? To me, in my perspective, in my opinion, a good black man is a man that will love you like he loves his daughter.
Okay, listen. So there was a first point that they made that we talked about earlier in the video, right? The first thing that we talked about was how, or they had that one woman talking about women talking about everything they've been through, notwithstanding the fact that particularly black men have been through a lot of stuff too. And the fact that you have, you know, some of these black men who have kept themselves out of jail or on the straight and narrow, and they not good enough just because they're average earners, then they get looked down upon. But y'all say there's no good black men. I mean, really make that make sense. What you're saying is the men that are the good men ain't the man you want. And we've expressed that many times on this channel.
Wilson says he's a product of epidemic struggles within the African American community. He sold drugs when he was younger. Then at 34, he met his future wife, Joyce. He was out of work with only a high school education and living at home with his parents.
Now this man was high school education, out of work, living at home with his parents. This man literally at 34 years old had nothing going on for himself. Oh, he passed away? Juju, he passed away? Real quick. Man, that's my dude, Chill the barber. Rest in peace, Chill. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. But you know what? He found him a wife. He had his business. And you know what? That's all a man could ask for in this life. He had his own. He had his own for a while there, Juju. That's respectable. And for that man that came away from doing, you know, drugs and alcohol and crime or whatever, hey, Chill found some peace in his life. It's unfortunate. A dog would never betray you if you actually treat it with kindness and affection. Yeah, it's funny how dogs can get treated one way, but a man get treated like a dog. Ain't that something? I heard women literally say they didn't think we had feelings. Like they literally felt we had no emotions. That's crazy. Yes, few years ago, real entrepreneur. Yeah, again, it's sad that this brother is gone, but this brother came up from a lot of stuff, man, and was able to have a woman that supported him. We're going to listen to that. Let's listen to that. Okay? Female friend once told me that most women only want high-value men to pay off their student loan debt. Yeah, ain't doing that one. Ain't doing that. But let's listen, because now Juju got me.
I told her that I was in barber school and I was going to be finishing up maybe in 2 more months.
Wilson says his wife took a chance on him.
We've been married 6 years, and you know, my wife worked for me. She used to work for Shell Narco EPA inspector. Now she works at Mr. Chills.
I think that.
Let me put that back. Let me put the camera back on Chill the barber, man. I want y'all to notice, ladies, what this man just said. This man had a dream, and he said, look, I'm going to go to barber school, and I'm going to be able to get this done. All right? And Chill was able to actually finish getting his certificate to be a barber, and he did it. And his woman supported him in that. Now, it's a shame that he passed on, but the thing is, that's the power that you ladies have. You all have the power to take a man making $50,000 a year and him wanting to do more and be better, and then push that up to 75, and push that 75 up to 6 figures. But see, all y'all want to do is you want to be the beneficiary of that man's hard work. You don't want to put in and plant seeds. You don't want to water the seeds. You don't want to till the ground. You don't want to provide the rays of sunlight needed for that man to flourish. Y'all don't want to do it. It's too much work, right? Y'all want it easy now. Crazy. Let's finish here with the rest of this guy.
Narco EPA inspector. Now she working at Mr. Chills.
I think the
Counselor Kenneth Foy says more black women should take that leap of faith.
A lot of those women have been educated, they got good careers, and I think they have shortened the scope by looking for educated guys.
Now listen, ladies, I understand you have some level of education and you might want to talk to an educated man. But here's the thing. If what that man says is true, then why don't more of our women go get men in college who are getting their education? These women will date men in college and then put their career first and then they had a man who's educated, but he wasn't good enough. Make that make sense? So as much as the old man, what he says makes sense, it don't make sense in women's actions. It don't make sense at all, actually. Okay? It don't make none sense. All right? Your education means diddly squat. It means diddly squat. If you're a woman looking for a husband and looking to have a family, your education means diddly squat if it don't benefit the family as a whole. And not just the kids, you benefit your husband too. Your education means nothing. Zero.
Now, there are some single black men out there. For instance, Craig Stewart. He says he's still searching for Mrs. Right.
Like my dad told me, he said, you have to meet a woman that's going the same direction you're going. You can help her, she can help you.
And even with
his dad gave him some good advice.
The small pool of eligible bachelors, black women are least likely out of all races to date someone who isn't African American. It's something their counterparts usually don't think twice about.
In my mind, it's not the color, it's what this person do to make you happy.
It is most.
Did y'all hear that? You see what Chill said? Now, listen, black women would get mad at what Chill, the barber, has to say, but think about it. At this point, this was, how many years ago was this? I can't even see it, but I'll tell you, it's like 11 to 13 years ago. Okay? This was in 2011, so it was 13 years ago. Okay? It was in 2011. In 2011, this dude was saying that. Go to 2001, men have been saying this. All right? Even though things were a little different in 2001, but the point is, it was starting. These things had already been put in place decades before. And the reason why men are looking at all options at this point is because we can't trust one demographic of people no more. Ladies, you've changed the market so much that men are like, look, I'm either going to be by myself or I'm going to get with somebody who's going to treat me the right way. Just what he said. Watch this.
The color, it's what this person do to make you happy.
It is most common.
But the marriage counselor we talked to believes for black men, it's more than just black and white.
Sometimes because of the strong will of the African American woman, it come across many times as disrespectful.
You hear that? Now that part, that older man is saying it comes off disrespectful. The root, disrespect. A lot of women are disrespecting men out here, and they think they not. Oh, this is the way I am. If you can't handle me, you can't handle you. You ain't the man for me if you can't handle me. Excuse me, ma'am? I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Right? Got to use the Umar line on there. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Can't handle you? Men don't want to handle you, baby. I'm battling the world out there. I'm battling the world. The last thing I do want to do is come home and battle my woman too. Night Train says the whole talk about black women being so race loyal is the biggest lie ever told. They've never been race loyal. Well, that's a whole nother topic there, Night Train. Not wrong. Ladies, what Night Train is saying pretty much is this. If you are following these talking points that are out here, if you are spitting the eminist playbook to men on a daily basis, whether you know it or not, then you are not race loyal. You are helping the enemy. And ain't no man want to lay down with the enemy, man. Right? No man want to lay down with next to somebody that's the enemy. I got to deal with that when I leave out the door. Right? Yeah, he died in 2019. Plus, he was about the community too. Him and his wife. Thanks for playing this clip. It hurts, man. No, that's fine. I'm glad. I had this clip, man. I was like, yo, when I started putting these clips together, Juju, I saw this. I listened to him and I listened to the other men in here. And I was like, this might fit in to book in this topic, to let you actually Hear what the lady said and see how that aligns. That's why, like what Ron said, it's so simple. It's right there. And what these men are saying in this video are aligning perfectly with what the women said before that. What these men are saying is aligning with what the women are saying. Let's finish this clip out and we'll get up out of here.
On your side, Tiffany Bradley, WDSU News.
Okay, but that's it. Sorry to hear about that, man. Sorry, rest in peace to the brother there. Chill the barber. Shout out to him. But his story should be looked at as successful. And it sucks that his wife lost him. It sucks. It really does. But that woman found a man that loved her. You can see it. Look at that woman's face. See how she's turned inward toward him? How she's turned into her man? That's a woman that's her man. She's not trying to like turn her body out. Her body language says, that's my man. Look at that smile on her face. And hell, for a man, that's about as big a smile you might get from some dudes. Chill got that smirk on his face, You know what? God bless him. God bless his family, man. Seriously. Seriously. But listen, gents, I just want to say this. Let me do this real quick. There we go. All right. Let me do this. All right. I'm going to do this because that way y'all ain't got to see me keep freezing up on the screen. All right. But as I was saying to you all right, ladies, I did this. I played these videos tonight because I just showed the gents and I showed you all clips of various types of black women. And contrary to popular belief, most black men still would love to find a good black woman. Okay? I think, and this is my opinion, that men are more apt to finding a good black woman than black women are about finding good black men. Oh, that's a powerful statement. But you know why I make that statement? Because you all overlook the good black men every day. And you'll make fun of a man if he with somebody that you think is beneath you. If you think that woman ain't on your stature, right? Some women are gonna talk bad. Why he with her? Look at her. She don't look prettier than me. You all comparing each other instead of saying, why is he with her? You'll say, why is he with her? But you do it condescendingly instead of saying, what is this woman doing right that I can't get? Right. Looking for the wallet. Y'all so busy looking for the wallet. Where these men are looking for good women, character-driven women, and these women with good character are finding men. These are the women getting married. Adam says, government, society, media is enabling bad behavior today. Absolutely it is. Juju says, rest in peace, chill. She still have the shop open in their other businesses. All right, good. You see, though, look, Juju, I want you to think about this, and gents. This man followed his dreams, okay? He was able to open up a shop. And even though he passed away, what did he leave his woman behind? He left her businesses behind. You get what I'm saying? So she has something left to her. I try to get this in my kids' head all the time. Like, yo, you guys are messing around and I'm up here trying to leave something behind. The one thing I can say about TSG Uncut, no matter what happens to me in the future, is this, as long as there's a channel called YouTube, these videos will be up for a very long time, right? This video I just played for y'all about with Chill the Barber in it and what these men were saying, that's a 13-year-old video, 13 years old. So it's good to know that part of my legacy will be leaving this library of videos out there. that people will be able to look on for years to come. Knock on wood, I pray and I pray to God I continue to be here for a long time to go. Okay. But I also am realistic. There are more years behind me than there are in front of me, in theory. Okay. So that's the thing, man. A good man, especially a man like this, get himself together, clean himself up, trying to leave something behind for his wife and his kids. A legacy. Something far too often that we do not do in the Black community is leave behind an inheritance. My family owns multiple businesses. I count at least 4 to 5 businesses that we've owned, that we've had. And the only thing that's standing right now out of all the businesses is TSG Uncut. So with that being said, man, it's like, yo, I have an obligation to leave something behind bigger than myself. Just had this conversation with one of my daughters the other day. All right? Just had this conversation. All right, gents, I have questions for you guys. All right? But before we get to the side questions, let's get to the question of the day. Okay? Question of the day is this. What piece of advice given today do you think is most helpful to Black women to acquire and keep a Black man? So what did you hear today that you feel is the best advice that a woman could take that would allow her to acquire and keep her own man? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. If you're watching this pre-recorded, additionally, let me know what your comments are in the chat. We'll take a few of those and we'll get up out you. Right? How is it any of your concern who that man is dating? You don't want him anyway. So mind your business and get a life of your own. I don't know where that came from, but I get it. I hear you. Oh, about a man dating. Oh, I got you. I realize y'all a little bit behind from where I'm talking, but that's fine. The other thing I want to ask you guys is, if you've watched my other video about the different types of Black women, I just want to ask this question while I got you gents here right now. But out of the different types of Black women, if you were to date a Black woman, okay, if you date Black women or whatever, let me know in the chat right now, what was the type? If you saw that video, what type was your type? You know, do you want the bonnet wearing ones? You want to date a baby mama? You want to date the hood rats? Do you want to date a high class woman? You want to date a nerdy chick, anime chick, alt chick, country chick, business woman, bookworm, down to earth. Like, do you want the BBWs? Do you want the BBW Black woman? Okay. What's your type? All right, thank you, Diesel. Diesel says country girl all the way. All right, thank you for that. I'm asking this question because I'm just curious. Okay, I made that video, and listen again. I tried to make it. I tried to give examples where I could, and I tried to make it entertaining. But it really fascinated me because I really want to hear from women to see what kind of woman they identify with, and I also wanted to hear what type of Black women most appeals to the Black men. Like, what was your type, that you saw? Night Train says classic anime down to earth. All right, thank you for that one. Appreciate that. Yep. Okay. So typically the type of Black women I have dated have always been the well, we're not going to talk about long time ago. Okay. That was just terrible. Okay. But I've always had been attracted to intelligent Black women who were either, somewhat business oriented, business minded, but not like the type of, the women we see that's You know, I got my business, the entrepreneur, not the entrepreneur, but just a woman who, you know, smart, goes to work every day, hardworking, but down to earth. Okay, more down to earth. I guess that's the best way, down to earth. Bookworm that doesn't read romance novels. All right, Juju, I got you. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. Hell's no BBLs. Yeah, or BBWs. Okay, yeah. Ron says intelligent nerdy. Yep, that's another type that I like too. Right, intelligent nerdy, smart conversationalist. Like I said, kind of business minded. Like that was appealing to me. Somewhat real. Yeah, yeah. Well, look. When I make this assumption and ask about the types, let's just assume that your type, they're all it's the let's assume your type is the best version of that type. Okay, so you don't have to say someone that's real or doing that. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying her personality trait. Like what core personality trait do you look at and say, oh, that's an attractive black woman? You know what I mean? Now, hell yeah, Sean, if you want to find intelligent hot women, go into politics. Oh no, I would not be doing that. Listen, I think I would be good at it, but I would also hate myself for doing it. If that makes sense. But you know what's funny though? I'm about to tell on myself, you guys. My big bro, he told me, he said, on our first boat, we used to surf together on our first boat. And on our first boat, he said, yeah, man, I didn't find this out till years later, probably until since I've been retired. Big bro told me, he said, yeah, man, they used to call you the politician. I said, the politician? He was like, yeah, man. He's like, because you was always, you know, kind of maneuvering. You know what I mean? You was always maneuvering. And I said, I didn't know how to take it. And I said, was that good or bad? He said, it's good, but, you know, some people didn't like it. Now, this is my bro. He loved me, right? We've been rocking 20 years together, right? 21 years together. But so he gonna tell me the truth. But the point is, what they didn't realize is all the maneuvering I was doing was to help advance my career. But at the same time, there's a lot of horrible ideas that would have came down on the rest of the guys, the rest of the department, had I not been in the right room and said, hey, I don't think that's a good idea. Right? If I wasn't being a politician and saying, I don't think that's a good idea, this is why, you know, this is how it's going to affect this division. If I wasn't that politician, there's a lot of bad ideas that would have came down on them guys. So, yes, I've been labeled the politician before, but you will not find me. I'll talk about politics, but I will not get into it. Do not want to be a part of it. Nope, none. None of it. Soft, caring, don't talk too much. Okay, I hear you. Look for a woman that has a good soul, which is hard in today's world. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, exactly. See, other men are agreeing. Exactly. I train someone who is an annoying. Y'all are too funny, bro. Y'all are too funny. Down to earth, girl next door personality is low stress. That's another one I like. I like the girl next door type thing, right? That's another type. But a lot of these personality types, actually, it's just in general what I like, right? No matter what the woman looks like, what race, color, ethnicity she is. Some of these things are just common. I just happen to get along with smart women. I love women that can think. I like women that challenge my thinking, or at least are intrigued by my thinking. To me, that's intelligent. Like, I guess I'm sapiosexual now, if you want to call it that, right? I'm attracted to intelligent women. I just am. All right. All right. I got one more question and we're going to get up out of here. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Last question. And I'm going to get up out of here. Okay. Oh, damn it. I had the question in my head. What was that about, man? Oh, thank you. Ron, right there. Boom. Ron didn't even know he came in for the save. I completely forgot the question I was going to ask. And then Ron says this, and you reminded me of the question. All right, last question. Okay. And I need y'all real answer on this one. You ready? Out of the types that I showed y'all in that video, okay, do you find that the type that you are attracted to isn't attracted to you? Or have you had luck with the type that you like, but it's not as much as you would like? Let me know down in the comments. This is all informational for me. Now, while you guys are answering that question, let me tell you, there's a couple of different types that were in those lists that I'm attracted to, but I never could seem to attract. Let me say it that way, okay? Let's go back to younger Sean when I lived in the hood, okay? I'm ashamed to say this, gents. I really am. But I'm older now, so you guys can forgive me, right? When I lived in the hood, I actually liked the bad and bougie type, okay? That they didn't want to talk to me because I was pretty much a nerdy kid, okay? Wasn't happening. Another type that I noticed that I'm like, you know what? I actually like their aesthetic, but my personality doesn't vibe with them, though I'm attracted to some of them. You ready? The earthy girl, right? The women who can, you know what I'm saying? The earthy girl, man. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about the whole, you got to align all your chakras and stuff. See, that's the part of what they do, or some of them do, that I'm not like, that ain't who I am. But the earthy girl, just being down to earth, kind of relatable, but kind of in the deeper thought, I'm attracted to it. They've never been attracted to me, okay? Because I'm not one of them dashiki wearing brothers and braids and dreads and all kind of stuff. It's just, I'm not an earthy type dude, all right? If I got to be real with you guys, I used to be attracted to the high class Black women. Obviously, they look beautiful and everything, but I'm also kind of down to earth in my mentality, and I'm not really materialistic. And the high value is so materialistic, it's a turnoff to me, right? Because it's like, it's not to say that a high value, that high class woman can't relate to you, but it's most likely she won't, because she's attracted to the lifestyle, and you have to be of that lifestyle for her to even give you a look. Okay. So what types are you attracted to, but they're never attracted to you? Okay. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I saw those alt girls, not really into that, but old boy wasn't lying in that video. Some of them were pretty bad. Some of them look like they should be superheroes. Not gonna lie. You know what I mean? But again, not my type. My personality doesn't fit that. All right. No takers on this one. Which personality types do you find yourself attracted to, but they're not attracted to you? Or that you haven't had a lot of luck with them? None of y'all got it? A woman who works with you instead of against you? Yep. Most of the time, no. They mostly go for the bad boys. Yep. There's that. Yeah. And then Diesel just laughing at us. Okay. All right, man. If y'all don't have nothing else to contribute to that, then, man, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I am so sorry that we had technical difficulties with the stream tonight, but that was because I tried to bring in a second camera. Shame on me for trying to upgrade, but that's fine. Like, this computer is getting old. It's almost time for me to upgrade this computer. And yeah, it might be time to upgrade this computer, upgrade the RAM and all that stuff. I already upgraded the RAM on this computer. I took it apart and put in new RAM, but this is an older model computer now. It's been 4 or 5 years. So it's time for me to get another one. And hopefully it already comes with the RAM needed. If not, I'll probably change it out and put a new graphics card in it. And here's the funny thing, you guys. I am not a computer geek or nerd. Like, I know how to work on computer. I know how to work around computers, but I wouldn't consider myself computer tech savvy. I'm just an engineer at heart. So I just take stuff apart and figure out how to put it back together. It's just the way I am. Okay. But anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. Oh, right here. Telling my story, you should know what attracts me. Yep, nope. You know what? I'm gonna even tell you this. You are attracted to a woman who is loyal to you. And that's a beautiful thing, man. So am I. My woman is loyal to me, and that makes her even more attractive to me. I appreciate you. Appreciate her. You know what I mean? Thank you, Sean. Dope set. Appreciate you. Oh, read that one. Peace, gents. Sean C. Enjoy your time with the young prince. Absolutely. I appreciate y'all. He said it's cool. Thank you. Thank you. All right, man. Listen, again, probably won't be back next week, but please look out for my videos. They come out I try to put them out 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Why do I say 4 to 5 p.m.? Because sometimes I'm working up into the limit. If I can't get that video out by 5 p.m., I usually don't put it out that day. The reason is because after 5 p.m., the videos just get terrible views, okay? But look out between 4 and 5 p.m. throughout the weeks. I don't put out videos on the weekends. And next week or tomorrow or Friday, I should have a dope video out. And just since y'all here, before y'all leave out, I'll even tell y'all what it's about. The video is going to be about why you should never get back with any modern woman. Actually, I just changed the title as I was talking to you guys. Let me change that to any. Yep. All right. I just changed the title. So when you see that video, I want y'all to watch it and support it. Make sure you guys don't watch it until you have, time to sit down. Y'all know my videos are long, okay? Sit down with it. Appreciate it. I can have, it's not going to be as long as it normally is, but it's going to be a good video. So should be coming out tomorrow or Friday. Can't wait to see what y'all thoughts are on the video. And until next time, live your best life.